Hi there, welcome back to Torment, Tides of Numenera. We're just talking to these children playing here. We have two agendas. When we want to find the rogue Stichus, and we have heard of some kind of monster, Mittens the monster here. That might be the Stichus. And of course, we want them to go away, because if they continue to live here... Yeah... What happened here? What happened here? They will all die, so we really want them to go away as well. So let's try to get to our 2 goals. The little girl still playing with her strange rock-kicking game, but the worlds are different now. Up, up, down, down, up, 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 down, up, 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 up. Yay! Can I ask you some questions? So we have, there's nothing new to talk about with Nim, but there's her brother. She always says that we should talk to him, so a boy in rags holds out a hand as you pass. He's far too gaunt for his age, his knuckles stand out on his fingers like knots on a twig. Any shins for a family in need? Yeah, alright. You poor kids. Thank you, ma'am. Good fortune to you. So, that will help them, hopefully. Is this your house? It doesn't look safe. We know. That's why we stay outside most of the time. Ever since Avina noticed some cracks around the walls, we only go in there to change clothes and stuff. Does anyone else live back there? There used to be a lady who lived next door, a Nano sorceress, but she disappeared a while back, and there was a family 2 doors down. We heard them screaming on the night. Their house fell into the sea. He shudders and looks away. My sister Nim was friends with a little girl. Whoa. Can you tell me anything else about the area? Hardly anybody comes through here anymore. It's nice and quiet, I guess. Better than the rest of Cliff's Edge. Tell me about your family now. He ducks his head. Yes, ma'am, there's 5, sorry, 4 of us, counting my father, but he's gone to the bloom. And we don't know when he'll be back. Scan thoughts, huh? I guess I really do think of him as family. I wish we could do more for him. I'm Seb, and he points toward a little girl kicking a rock in a circle and an older girl who is playing a flute. You notice that they look considerably more well-fed than Seb. That's Nim, my little sister. The girl with the flute is Avina. She's not actually our sister, but she's still family, and there's no one else, that's it. Is Nim okay? This life must be hard on her. She's okay, doesn't know anything else, really. She misses our dad, though. His eyes cloud. She never really knew our mum, so at least she doesn't miss her. Unlike you, eh? Huh. Tell me about your father. What's his name? How long has he been in the bloom? Maybe we can look for him. His name is Zebdu, Sebak Uralau, and it's been a year at least. He went to work for the Memovira. For a while he sent shins back, but then they stopped. Haven't heard from him since. He squirms, uncomfortable. The bloom's like that, though. Sometimes it doesn't let anything out. I figure he's just waiting till it opens up again. Scan thoughts. What if he's... No, he's fine. I'm sure he's fine. Then, let's send them to the House of Empty Time, because it's better than that thing that could fall down every time. If your father doesn't come back, I know a place where you could find a new home. It's called the House of Empty Time. We're not orphans. Our dad works in the bloom. He is coming back. Scan thoughts. Unless he's... No, he's definitely coming back. Are you sure you won't consider it? It's much safer. I told you we're not orphans. We're not going anywhere. All right, all right. Tell me about Avina. She's been with us since before Dad left, but she's never said where she came from. Maybe she doesn't know. He looks across at Avina. I'm glad she's here. She notices things. Better look out than I am, and she catches a lot of shins with that flute of hers too. Yeah, we know. Gave her some. Now, you know more, right? What do you know about the bloom where your father is? My dad always called it a schist hole, but he said it was a schist hole full of shins, so he was gonna pull up his boots and wade in. He shrugs. I don't know much else about it. They say it's a monster and people live inside. You can see it from the caravans arrive, but they don't let anybody down there. Well, they didn't let me down there anyway. Scan thoughts. It looks scary to me. I can't believe Dad went down there. And what do you know about the Memovira? She's the boss in the Bloom, the mayor or something. My dad works for her. He's one of her guards. So, sure? Alright. Something else? Anything else about the area? No. Thank you and farewell then. We'll continue and maybe we'll find Mittens the monster. Hey! Judging by the tiles, shingles and bricks that are piled here, these are the remains of collapsed buildings, carefully pushed out of sight. So, buildings have broken down even before. There's something lying here. Can we take that? Can't we take? We can take it. Alright, nice. Hey, some shins. And now? Stichers. What or who are you?
Making a note.
Partially hidden in the trash of the dump is a strange and frightened creature. It is covered in chitin like an insect, but its shell looks thin and soft, and its small and malformed claws seem half-grown. It stares at you from its hiding place and chitters incomprehensibly. It exudes a sense of sentience as it watches you, but you sense nothing in its mind, as though it were a common animal. What are you? The creature makes vague motions with its claws and emits a series of clicks and wet guttural noises. Oddly, you smell dust and lightning. Some of the sounds are reminiscent of a human with the digestive trouble. But you're fairly certain it's some form of language. Are you the rogue Stichers that everyone's looking for? As you speak, you gesture in the direction of the square where you met Lord Wundgen, and the Sticher seems to understand. It shrinks back, raising its deformed claws as if to defend itself. It doesn't seem like it would be much of a threat to anyone. It puffs a minuscule amount of vapor from the spiracles on its head. Huh. How did you get here? It waves its head and clicks its claws, then pauses as if waiting for a response. The odor of ozone and stale air surrounds you. When you make no reply in its language, it shakes its head vigorously and says nothing more. Where are you from? A series of gurgling sounds emerges from deep inside its belly, punctuated by a concussive grunt, followed by a scent of sparks struck from rocks and metal. So maybe underground. It isn't clear whether the Stichers understood you or not. And what are these eggs here? Something about the creature's behavior is familiar, and you realize that you, or at least the changing god, have spoken to the beasts before, not skillfully, but well enough to be understood. We'll try to remember the language of the Sticher with all our power that we can muster. It didn't work. Murky memory comes to you, you and the Sticher standing over a small device. But what is the device? What is it doing? The memory slips away from you, spinning into the mists of amnesia. As that frustration rises, so too do the tides. You feel them building inside you, undirected but potent, and it becomes clear. You can burn the true memory into your mind and learn the language that way. We'll use the tides, why not, to summon the memory. Ow! 2 damage to health pool. Oh, alright. Not to the total health. You turn the tides on yourself, burning away the accumulated detritus of the amnesia settled in your mind. Light flares within your vision, mandalas dancing before your eyes, and a host of images flickers through your true memory. You see yourself interacting with the Stichers, exchanging hand signals, a small box between you translating your words and thoughts, forcing your muscles to react. With a rush, information pours into your mind. The smell of granite fills your nose. Knowledge. So we know its language now. What's the Stichers doing up there? Its clicks and scents resolve themselves into words in your head. Tunnel, live, below. But bad claw, not dig, not eat, no home. Sticher family. And the scent it uses is one of desolation and abandonment, a great void within the earth. Sent above ground to die. We're sent up here by the other Sticher. Why?
Remember that.
It holds up its malformed claws. Not good. It presses its shell, which bends like leather, soft like grab, not strong, not dig, not eat, no worth, trash, rubble, not even Nell tunnel. Sticher dig for food. What do you eat then? It makes a digging motion, dragging its claw against the ground, then with his other fans his stubby talons like someone miming a bright flash. Dig, make sparks. Eat sparks. Not dig, not make spark. Not eat, hunger. They are living from electricity. Wow. You can't make sparks to eat, then why haven't you starved to death up here? Points down the alley. Baby brown grub feet. It shows you a heap of small electrical devices, all drained of energy. Spark shells, spark tubes. It points to itself and smells of flint and steel. Eat. Its scent is gratitude. Ah, so they gave him probably these things. And he's that Mittens the monster. Is the burying of the Sticher responsible for making the houses collapse here? It nods and chitters. Sticher no care, grab homes break. No dig, Sticher die. It taps its chest. Not dig, no claws. No grab home break. Whoa, so that's something we could resolve to save the children, maybe. What are you doing in this garbage dump? Yellow shell grub steel. Leave here. It emits a fierce scent of rotten air and underwater floods. Not speak. Dangerous. A man with a yellow shell left you in Cliff's Edge. Did you mean a man with yellow skin?
Remember that.
Its odor becomes strong, hard rock, mixed with veins of ancient metals. Intense affirmation. Aha, the man with the yellow skin. We have to investigate. Has Lord Wundken a yellow skin? Tell me again. No. Are you the Stichers everyone's looking for? He is, of course, but... It waves its deformed claw in affirmation. The scent of mud, sadness, wafts from it. Oh, farewell and thank you. Safe return. What's this here? Proportionally speaking, the creature that laid these eggs must be truly formidable. Yeah, there's some rock here. What is it? What is here? Far below, you can see a ledge jutting out from the cliff face. A collapsed tunnel appears to have been once used to access the strange objects cradled in the corner. Oh. So the Stichers, will we save him? I think we should.
I'll remember that.
Hey there, Zeb. The scrawny boy reaches out to you as you pass. Ma'am, please, ma'am. I know you saw the Stichers hiding in the midden. Please don't tell anyone about him, ma'am. He's not doing anyone any harm. You saw his hands. They're like human hands. He can't dig like the others. It's not him that's bringing down the houses. Yeah, that's real, yeah. What is this Stichers to you? We found him, ma'am, my sisters and I, and he was so pitiful. Near to starving, near to dying. We've been feeding him ever since, but we've got to get him out of there. The neighbors will find him soon, and that'll be the end of him. Scanthos, he's family, every bit as much as Nim and Davina. So you feed him power cells. Sticha eat electrical energy, and we can't find nearly enough. He's starving. Do you have a plan to help him escape? No, ma'am. We can't just walk him down the street, or that fat little lord would see him. Not to mention the neighbors, and they'd kill him for sure. Alright, I won't tell anyone. Your secret is safe with me. Thank you, ma'am. You're a lifesaver, ma'am. Now if only we could get him to safety. Well, maybe I can find a way to get him out of here. That fascinating creature. Could you, ma'am? That would be wonderful. If you can find the other Sticha, maybe they'd help him. Yeah, I don't think so, but okay. I heard that some of them are down in the underbelly, but I've never seen them myself. I'll try, but no promises that they will help him. Thank you, he smiles. I had a feeling I could trust you. Huh, where's that Wundgen? Does he have yellow skin? Let's see. Let's watch him. Oh man, that guy has such a yellow skin. Look at his forehead. That is yellow. That is so yellow. Huh. A likely one is back. Have you found the Stichers yet? Well, that's going to be fun. I spoke to the Stichers. It said you captured it and left it in Cliff's Edge. He laughs. Preposterous! It's lying to you. Why would I do such a thing? And if you spoke to the creature, does that mean you know where it is? Scan thoughts. What proof has she of this? None. No one can speak to a Stichers. Well, we can. Oh. Well, I found it, but we won't tell anyone where it is. Found the Stichers, but it's harmless. It has deformed claws. It can't dig. We should let it go. He raises an eyebrow. Harmless. I'll be the judge of it. That. Where is it? Well, I'm not telling you where it is. You'll kill it. What kind of monster do you think I am? I merely want to see justice done. Sorry, I don't trust your sense of justice, man. Then get out of here before I tell these good people whose side you're on, traitor. You make me sick? Well, yeah. Whatever, let's talk to him again. Wundgen glares at you. There he is, the traitor to his own kind. Will you tell us where the Stichers is? Or will you let more people die? I'm starting to think you brought the Stichers to Cliff's Edge to give the people an enemy to hate. What proof do you have? The word of a Stichers. Do you think anyone would listen to it, even if they could understand it? He waves a hand. Instead of discussing this, why don't you tell me where it was when you spoke to it? Farewell. Farewell. So, what are we gonna do next with this Stichers thing? We need to find the other Sticha and tell them what Wundgen did. Maybe then they'll help the rogue Stichers. But it's pretty uncertain what they'll do, and we'll have to find out still. So, thank you for watching, happy gaming to you, and see you in the next episode of Torment Tides of Numenera.